Hey, my friends, welcome. I am ridiculously excited to be here with you tonight. I say tonight, but in full transparency, it's barely 4 a.m. and I am up recording a webinar. I will be live at the end of this webinar with you, so hang tight. There will be a Q&A time at the end, and I am here, even though this portion is pre-recorded. I am here answering any questions that you have in the chat. So if you do have a question, please go ahead and put them in the chat. But I wasn't going to do another webinar right now. I have done a couple of webinars this year. I wasn't going to do one. And I went back and forth. Do I do another webinar? Do people want to hear my story? Are they sick of hearing me talk about this? I feel like I've talked about my story a million times. And I always try to share my heart with you from an angle that is different. So I'm not always telling the exact same story. And maybe you're here listening to me speak for the very first time. And if you are, well, you're in for a treat. What did you sign up for? Just kidding. I promise to do my best to make it enjoyable. Anyway, I was laying in bed this morning, 2:30. A storm woke me up. Dog was pacing, and I thought, I couldn't sleep, and I laid there with my mind spinning. And God told me, I need you to tell this story again. And I laid there thinking, okay, is God laying this on my heart, or is my head just spinning? You know, you get in that space of, is God really laying something on my heart? What God is laying on my heart is so many women who have been down this same struggle bus road that I've been on, who have ridden in the front seat of the struggle bus, or maybe it's the back seat of the struggle bus. I don't know which is worse, but we've been on the struggle bus together for so many years. And many of us are still on the struggle bus. Many of us are still fighting for our health or wanting to fight for our health and just not getting there. So it was laid on my heart to talk to you again with similar information that I've brought to you before, but with maybe some deeper insight into what I've experienced in my life to this point. So this is me. This picture is me at 251 pounds. I am somewhere around 65 pounds less than that right now. I was 70 pounds less. My weight has fluctuated a bit. I'm experiencing some thyroid stuff and other things in my life and struggles after moving and eating heavier meals than I've eaten for a while. And so my weight has fluctuated a little, but I'm still on a journey to health, and I'm still fighting for my health. But I want to share with you tonight how 92 days can completely change your life. I know for a fact that 92 days can change your life because I've seen it happen for me, and I've seen it happen over and over and over for other women. How 92 days. Now, there's nothing magical about 92 days. We'll talk more about the point of 92 days as we go along. But in the meantime, I want to just share my heart with you. So I have been on, let's see if I can get my mouse to work. Maybe. There we go. Okay, this is me since I was 4 years old. Who knows, maybe before. I have been on a dangerous hamster wheel my entire life. I have gotten on a health journey, fallen off, spun my wheels, fallen off, gotten back on the journey, fallen off, thrown the wheel completely in the ditch for a long period of time, gotten back on, struggled, It's been my entire life. I've done it over and over and over again. Ultimately, I have a history of food addiction. I have struggled. I didn't always admit food addiction. Okay. I've struggled with food addiction since I was old enough to cook my own food, probably before that. But my first memory of struggling with food came when I was old enough to cook for myself. I can remember coming home from school. Mom was working and dad was away at work, or he worked nights. I can't really remember if dad was, he was on the road grooming dogs at the time, or yes, he must have been. He must have been on the road grooming dogs at the time. So dad was at work. Mom was home, but she was working. And I would often, very often, as in constantly, come home from school and get myself a full meal as a snack. And I can remember, you know, the little frozen pizzas, the little like Totinos or whatever, they were like 99 cents. They're probably like $8 today, but back then they were 99 cents. I would cook one of those next to a huge pile of shoestring fries. And I would put the shoestring fries on top of the pizza and I'd cover it with ketchup and I'd eat it. And that was my snack. And I don't know that my mom ever knew that. I mean, she must have, because we were grocery shopping and I was putting those things in the cart. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I was eating a full meal before dinner, and it wasn't hunger. It was, I thought, just that I loved the food. And I had a wonderful childhood. There was nothing I was trying to cover up or work through. It wasn't anything like that. But over time, my addiction grew stronger and stronger and stronger. And so, an example of my cycle, 4 years, okay, 4 years, right up until this journey that I'm on right now. So until 41, what am I? I'm 40, 42. My journey looked like this. Sunday night, I would go to bed disappointed in my choices for the last eternity, mostly for the last week, but eternity, since I'd been around, I should say. And I would lay in bed and I would cry. And I would say, God, please help me lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to be skinny. I don't want to get healthy. That was never the top of my list. It's painful to me to talk about how much I wanted it, but knowing I wanted it for the wrong reasons, but I wanted it. But I could never get my way there. I could never pull myself together there. I would lay in bed and I'd say, God, please make me skinny. My friends are skinny. I want to be skinny. And it's so hard for me to think back to that young girl and how much she was hurting because of her weight. Only because of her weight. I had a wonderful family, a wonderful upbringing. I had bullies. I had bullies, but you know what? We've all had bullies. But I've always been the type of person that wanted to be liked by friends. And when I had a bully, that bully made me feel like I wasn't liked. And so I figured if I was skinny, he would make fun of me. And if he didn't make fun of me, other people would like me. This is not in my notes. I laid in bed. Please make me skinny. Help me to make better choices this week. I want to make good choices. Monday morning, I'm on a diet. I am going to rock it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to get skinny. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense. I don't need food the way I think I do. I'm going to get skinny and I'm going to do it. However, if that means low fat, or if that maybe this week it's keto, or maybe this week it's Weight Watchers, or maybe it's Trim Healthy Mama, or it's whatever, the 3-hour diet. I'm going to intermittent fast, whatever. I'm going to do something and it's going to work this time. I'm going to get it right. Tuesday. Yesterday was easy. Yesterday was simple. Day 1 is always easiest. Day 2 is always harder than day 1. Have you noticed that? So day 2, okay, I've got this. Yesterday was easy. I can do this. And I do okay. It's a little harder, but I do okay. Wednesday, I'm at work and everybody orders takeout. Maybe one meal won't hurt. I mean, I've done so good Monday and Tuesday. I don't want to go off my diet. I feel like I'm doing good this time, but I also don't want to miss out. And they're ordering sushi, or they're ordering the sushi that I like, the deep fried crab rangoon sushi, or they're ordering Chinese or pizza, or I don't really want to miss out. Life is so short. Man, I'm not going to miss out, but I'm going to eat a good dinner. Eats a good dinner. Thursday, family wants takeout. So you know what? Life really is short. I'm trying to make these healthy choices, and meanwhile, my family is enjoying the pizza that I love. Life is so short. Why am I worried about food? It's food. I have to eat. I might as well enjoy life with my family. Friday, man, you know what? I really need to make good choices today, but I ate crappy yesterday and it's Friday, so I should just enjoy the weekend. Let me just eat what I want. Monday, though, this Monday, I'm going to get it right. Okay? I don't know if that sounds familiar to you, but that was I can repeat that like it's written in a book. It probably should be written in a book because that is just exactly what it was like. Or there were times when I went through a season of Weight Watchers on January 1st. You know what? It doesn't work. Weight Watchers doesn't work. This is my thought process at the time. Any health plan will work if you work it. But my mindset was, you know what? It doesn't work. I'm going to start keto. March 1st, I clean out all my kitchen of everything that has sugar in it. I'm going keto. I'm going to live off pepperoni and cheese sticks and eggs and bacon. I'm going to do keto. Not necessarily the veggies I'm supposed to have, but I'm going to eat me some meat on March 1st. You know what? June 1st rolls around. Keto didn't work. I got sick of eggs by Tuesday. Keto doesn't work. You know what? Let me try Trim Healthy. Let me try that. Does okay for a couple of weeks, maybe. Not completely on plan. Does okay. Doesn't really work. I can't seem to stick to it. So you know what? Weight Watchers is having a special. I'm going to do it. Doesn't work. And then the holidays come and I go completely off the rails because, I mean, it's the holidays. There's candy everywhere. My family's enjoying the candy. How am I supposed to say no to the bowls of Halloween candy? How am I supposed to say no to grandma's special sweet potato side dish with the brown sugar? How am I supposed to say no to Christmas cookies and Christmas party foods and all of that? You know what? It's the holidays. It only comes around once a year. I'm going to enjoy it. January 1st, I'm going to change my life. Next year, January 1, this nonsense is over and I'm going to change my life. And I'm right back where I started. Probably with some weight gain and certainly with a lot of pain and frustration. I don't know about you, but I'm seriously sick of that cycle. I was sick of it. So let's talk about food addiction for a few minutes. My history of food addiction. What did it look like? First of all, here's some signs that I displayed. Loss of control. Okay. Repeated episodes of larger amounts than I intended, finishing a meal feeling sick because there was so much good stuff I ate, way more than I needed to. Maybe I'm at a potluck and I kept going back and I kept going back. Even when I'm not hungry, I kept going back. Okay, so the devil truly does not want me sharing this information. I'm having terrible technical difficulties today recording. So I'm back. I got disconnected. The devil goes, you're not going to tell people about food addiction? Because it's real and it's how I'm stealing people's lives. All right, so another struggle that I really had was strong, intense cravings. Not just like, I'd like to have some Chinese food. I had cravings that were like, I need Chinese food and I need it now. Like, not later, now. Maybe my family didn't want Chinese food, but you know what? I did. So what did I do? I'm going to run and get takeout for you guys. What would you like? Oh, we'll have pizza. Okay, let's get pizza. I'm going to run through the Chinese drive-thru. Sometimes I would run through the Chinese drive-thru, eat the Chinese food, and then go home and have pizza with my family. Intense cravings. All the time, my intense cravings were things that were high in sugar, fat, and salt. Sometimes higher in sugar than others, higher in salt than others, higher in fat than others, but they were a combination of sugar, fat, and salt. They were things like Chinese food, Hot Pockets. I would crave Hot Pockets like no, listen, if I walked through the Hot Pocket aisle at the grocery store, I was getting Hot Pockets. And my craving was immediately turned on just by the vision of seeing the Hot Pockets. That sounds extreme, but tell me you haven't watched a commercial on TV where they've advertised something and you've been like, oh, that looks so good. I need it. I need it. It was an intense craving. When I wanted it right now. What else? Tolerance. I built up a tolerance, okay? Needing to consume increasing amounts of food to feel satisfied. It wasn't just a normal portion anymore. It was more and more. I needed more and more to feel satisfied. I could get my fix of Chinese food and still want more the next day. I got to the point where I never ordered like a number 9 at the Chinese restaurant. I ordered the large things, the large rice, the large General Tso's chicken, the large this, because I knew that one meal was not going to be enough. I'd need it. I'd eat more than I needed, and then I would want more the next day. Nothing was ever enough. It sounds extreme, but it was my reality. When I tried to get healthy, I would experience withdrawals. This picture in particular is the very first picture that I posted on the Trim Healthy Mama page when I came back and I started this journey. I was in a pit. You can see it in my eyes. I was hurting. I was so tired of the cycle. I was so tired of the constant disappointment and failure. And I could see it on my family's face. My husband never once said to me, you need to lose weight. Never. He never said that. He always told me he loved me. But I knew that he was hurting by my weight loss or my weight gain. And it wasn't just my looks. He was worried about my health. And I knew that. There was so much pain in that picture. It's such a lifetime ago. I don't even remember who I was. I do. But in many ways, I don't. Because I'm such a different person now. But there was so much pain there. And every time I tried to get healthy, I would experience serious withdrawals. And this was no different. This was the day I came back. And I had gotten through one day. And I had the worst headache. My head was, oh. But you can see the difference in me, the difference in my eyes. It's not just my weight, it's my eyes. There's so much more lightness and brightness there than there was back then. There's so much less pain changes your countenance, doesn't it? It just changes your countenance. I had This was another symptom of my food addiction. Constant failed attempts to quit. How many times did I try over and over and over and over? That cycle that I talked about where, by Wednesday I was ordering out with the team. It was another failed attempt. And I was looking forward to my next binge type meal. It was constant. Continuing the pattern despite the harm I knew I was causing my body. I knew I was causing harm to my body. My blood sugar told me so. How I felt told me so. But I continued the behavior anyway. This is a big one. Lying about my health, okay? I repeatedly told my husband that my health and my lab numbers were healthy, that my doctor said, yes, you're overweight, but your blood sugar's good, your blood pressure's good. I lied. My A1C was not good. My cholesterol was not good. My blood pressure was not good. I got the crying hiccups now. I'm just big boned. It runs in the family. I'm just heavy, but I'm healthy. I'm healthy. Doctor says I'm a picture of health. No, my doctor was saying, girl, get control of this or I'm going to put you on diabetes medication. That's what my doctor was saying. Okay. Here was another thing, another big thing that I did, eating in secret. Like I told you about the Chinese food, I would order donuts on the way to work for the people at work. And I would also get a culotta for myself, which, okay, had like 1,000 calories to begin with. And then I would order a breakfast sandwich and a donut and eat it in the car on the way to work. And then when I got to work, I'd have a donut and be like, oh, I'm just going to have one, just one. I've already eaten 2,000 calories on the way to work, but I'm just going to go ahead and eat one, eating in secret. Taking a candy bar and hoping my husband didn't see me sneak it out of the cabinet and bringing it in the other room and eating it. I did that many times. I snuck food a lot. This was a big problem for me. Whenever I'd go to town by myself, if I went to get groceries, I'd always get myself a treat and eat it in the car on the way home. Before dinner, I'd have 2 candy bars and a bag of chips on the way home and a large Diet Coke from McDonald's. Sometimes some fries too. But today I am different. I am different today than I was. I'm well over 1,000 days sugar sober. I say sober. I am sober of my food addiction. That does not mean, sober does not mean that I don't still have moments. Sober does not mean that my health journey is perfect. Sober does not mean that I don't still struggle at times with my health, with my choices, because I still do. I've been over 1,000 days on plan, but I still have to make intentional choices every day to not eat off plan. I still have the thoughts of, I think, if I just eat fries, I mean, is it a big deal? Yes, KJ, it is. It is, because you'll be falling back into your food addiction. But I am a very different person now. My struggles are a lot less than they were. My temptations are significantly gone. I shouldn't say significantly gone, significantly less. I lost a lot. I mean, look at the difference in me, okay? Look at the difference in the health of my hair. Yes, my hair was a mess in that picture, but it was also dry and brittle and looked it was bad. My skin is clear. My eyes are clear. My joints don't hurt like they did. They still have some pain, not like they did. I have lost over 70 pounds, gained a few, lost a few, gained a few, lost a few. I have been in a stall for a very long time, for a solid 2 years, and I still have not gone back to my way of eating. After 2 years without losing weight, KJ, why would you do that? Why would you continue to make food choices that are healthy for you when you're not losing the weight anyway. I hear it all the time, man, 2 years without losing another pound. I'd have gone back to my old ways. I'd have tried something different by now. I would have gone back to eating what I love by now. I've heard it over and over and over. But you know what? I don't, because I have found so much more than weight loss. I have found health. I have found joy. I have found community, literally best friends. Okay, my best friends I have found through this journey. I have found consistency. I have found strength that I never knew I was possible of. But most of all, I have found freedom. I have found freedom from addiction. Again, it doesn't mean that I don't struggle every now and then. Girl, I still have struggles. Last night, man, I wanted some off-plan food, but I didn't eat it. I still had struggles. I still have them. But I have found so much strength that I didn't know existed. Okay. I have found so much. Somewhere along the way in my journey, I decided to go all in. I can't tell you where that hit me. And by all in, I mean, I don't have off-plan food. I do eat crossovers. I do eat personal choice. I do have Franken foods, like things like low carb tortillas. But I do my absolute best with timing. Sometimes it's not great, but I do not go off plan. I don't indulge in the cake at birthday parties. I don't indulge just because it's Friday and we're going out. I don't indulge because it's Christmas and it's only once a year. I don't. And that decision, you guys, to go 100% all in may sound hard, but you know what? It absolutely changed my life. It changed my life. The cravings all but stopped. I'm not saying they're non-existent, but 98% of the time they are, okay? The feeling of needing to binge significantly lessened. I still have moments where I overeat. Absolutely. Most of the time now, though, when I overeat, it's because I went too long on timing and I missed a meal and I'm really, really hungry, and then I tend to overeat. It's no longer an addiction. It's different. The desire to eat in secret stopped. I don't do that at all. I do not eat in secret. I eat my meals and my snacks, and I eat in front of people, and I'm not ashamed of anything that I'm putting in my mouth. I can have a huge plate of food and not feel like, oh, somebody's going to think I'm eating too much. No, because you know what? I know what's on my plate and it's healthy, and people can think whatever they want. That's my attitude now. My desire to eat in secret stopped. Along with going 100% all in, I found a community that changed my life. I surround myself with other on-plan women. I encourage them. They encourage me. Okay. So I know you're thinking from the beginning of this, maybe you're not, maybe you are. What does 92 days have to do anything? What does 92 days have to do with any of this, KJ? Okay. 92 days from October 1st until the end of this year, you have 92 days. You have 92 days in front of you this year once October 1st comes around. Every year before now, I would be sure to make the most of every holiday season with my food choices. Usually leaving 10 to 20 pounds heavier than when I started. And a lot of I would eat unhealthy all year, but a lot of my extra weight gain through the year happened during the holidays. I was convinced the only way that I could enjoy the holidays was through the food. The holidays were the food. I had a hard time separating holidays from food. But guess what? I was wrong. Now, that does not happen very often. It's not very often that KJ's wrong. Only every day, at least once an hour. I found true enjoyment in 92 days. True enjoyment that comes when you support your health goals. True support of your own health goals when you are focusing on your health and you are owning your journey, man, did I find some enjoyment during the holidays. I ate some delicious foods. I make delicious on-plan treats. And let me just tell you, if you are not 100% all in and you're like, but KJ, I've had trim healthy cake, I've had sugar-free cake, it's not that good. I'll tell you why. Because you're still eating sugar. You're still, ooh, KJ, that hurt. You're still eating off-plan food. If you think trim healthy cakes, if you think keto style desserts don't taste that good, it's because you are still indulging in off-plan foods way too often. You still have a taste, a desire for those foods. When you completely pull those off the table, I'm telling you right now, there is a major change in how delicious trim healthy treats taste, sugar-free treats in general. There's a total change. Your taste buds change. 92 days, mama. I'm telling you, 92 days, 100% all in will change your life too. It will change your life. If you have never gone 100% all in, I'm telling you, it could change your life. What would 92 days do for your health journey? What do you think 92 days would do for you? If you are ready to finally make a change, one that can stick. I have heard over and over and over, KJ, I went all in for the holidays last year and I'm still all in. And it's a year later. And people are like, I'm almost ready to hit my 1 year all in date. I've been a year on plan and it's changed lives. Some people have had major weight loss. Some people have a little weight loss. Some people have lowered their A1C, changed their blood pressure, got off medications. Lives have changed by going 100% all in. If you are ready to make that change, if you are ready to see real solid change in your life, then I have a special for you. Holy Healthy Holidays. It's where the 100% all in push for Joyful Life with KJ really started. And it's where last year, Holy Healthy Holidays is where I ended up changing my whole business model and becoming Wholly Healthy with KJ. Because it's so much more, mama, than just your food. It's about your whole health, and going 100% all in changes your whole health. In Holy Healthy Holidays, we have 3 months. Overcomer October, No Excuses November, and Do It December. We are 100% all in. I provide you every resource that you could possibly need other than being at your door spoon feeding you, which I'm not going to do. Let's just face it. I ain't got no time for that. If I did, I would, but I ain't got time. I barely got time to feed my own face. With Holy Healthy Holidays, you get an unbelievable support community. And part of that is through Marco Polo. And I'm telling you right now, I have small communities that are unlike anything you've ever been part of. They're very different. They're very unique small communities, and each one has a leader. And they have friendships have formed through Marco Polo that you just can't imagine. If you've never been part of it, you can't imagine what it's like. It's amazing. Okay. You will get education every single week, mindset education that encourages you and supports you and makes you question things. You will get education about the plan. You will get a weekly menu that is yours to choose or not choose. It's a suggestion and you get to take it and run with it. You will get a grocery shopping list so you don't even have to go look up the recipes. You get a live Zoom with KJ every single week. You also get 5 coaches, a team. That's 10, KJ. You get 5 coaches, a team of coaches. I have a coach that specializes in self-care because this is about wholly healthy. I have coaches that are mindset coaches. I have coaches that specialize in allergens and PCOS. I have gut health coaches. I have diabetic coaches with diabetic experience. I have coaches that will cover every single need you could possibly have on my team to really help you hone in on your journey. On top of the coaches, you get daily check-ins, you get conversation starters, you get access to a small community of women that you get to become friends with. And I know from experience that most women are lonely. I don't think we want to admit it. We're busy with our families. We have our spouse, maybe we don't, but we're missing out on the community of women so often because we're busy. This group will give you that. You also, when you are part of my group, I do cooking classes all through the holiday season. This is a picture. The dates are a little subject to change. They're kind of up in the air, but this is a picture of the classes that you're going to get. You're going to get an October class for something with pumpkin. I think we're going to do a no-bake pumpkin cheesecake. We're going to make Halloween treats. You don't even have to be somebody that participates in Halloween to make yourself some Snickers, okay? We're going to make candy. All healthy treats. We're going to make Thanksgiving side dishes. We're going to make Christmas appetizers that you can take to parties. We're going to make a cookie. We're going to do a cookie class. We're going to do a Christmas breakfast class so you can have an amazing breakfast on Christmas morning. They're so much fun. We laugh our heads off. They're all available for replay. So if you miss any of the classes, you can go back and watch them. And they're yours to keep at the end of Holy Healthy Holidays. All of this is $259. That is extremely low priced for 3 full months of coaching for what you get. For 5 coaches for 3 months to change your life. Because you've joined me tonight for this Zoom, I'm going to give you a promo code for $15 off. That means you're only going to pay $244 for 3 months of coaching. Coaching that can really change your life. I get down and dirty in the Zoom. We talk about our hurts. We talk about our wins. We laugh. We cry. We really get to the hard stuff. So if that is something that you're missing, that community, the support of multiple women, you're not going to want to miss this. I'm telling you right now, go ask somebody and say, listen, this is what I want for Christmas. I know it's 3 months early, but I want this for Christmas. It will change your life. Okay? All in. Let's stop the cycle together and really, really change. Mama, we have the ability to change our communities. When we focus on our health and when we really, really make a change, we can impact our children, our spouses, our communities. It's not just your journey that gets impacted. And I know that because of how you guys have changed my life. I know that this journey is about so much more than the waistline. It's huge. So if you want to be part of this amazing community, there is a link in the chat. You can click that link and get this code. Mama, I really hope to see you there. I really want to see you change your life. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yes, this is my full-time job. This is my source of income. Yes. But you know what's more important to me than my source of income? It is changing lives of women the way mine has been changed. I couldn't mean that anymore. I want to see you join me for Holy Healthy Holidays. I love you. I really want to hear from you. We're going to talk in the chat. If you have any questions for me, please put them in the chat and I will answer them now. I'll be live in a moment. Thank you.